Hey there, comic book fans. I am back from the comic shop again tonight. Just stepped in the door. I'm moving fast. And I got 8 comics tonight. But I'll start out with my top of the printer comics to show you. We've got something from Antarctic Press in '96. Cell issue number 2. And Master of Kung Fu number 22. And this is by Derek Kirk, it says down. This was a 3-issue series. All I remember about it was I liked it. Nice cover. A guy just kind of sitting there in a wrecked out building. And of course this one is by John Buscema and Joe Sinnott. A nice Shang-Chi action cover at a Dutch angle. So I had these on top of my printer looking at them this week. I don't remember at all what this is about. I just remember that I like it. So it's only 3 issues. I really should reread it first time in 30 years or something. Let's see what comics we got this week. Another extra thick one. Issue 2 of Precious Metal. $6 book. Feels like it's probably 48 pages. By Darcy Van Polgeest, Ian Bertram, Matt Hollingsworth, Hassan Atsmeh-Elhau, and Ben Didier are our credits. And this is the one that's a prequel to the series Little Bird. Takes place in the future, this weird... It may as well take place on some foreign planet, but it's ours. But it's just so weird. I love the art in it. There's just strange visuals and drawings. It's got sort of a Mobius crossed with Robert Crumb feel. But I really enjoyed the first issue. I don't know how many issues it's going. Does it tell us? I can't even read that tiny, tiny type. Look at that indicia. Who can read that? That's like 3-point type. Let's see. Next one we have is Love Me, a Romance Story. Francesca Perillo, Stefano Cartacelli, Lorenzo Scarmella, and Buddy Bedouin. Issue number 3. And this is the one that's about a robot in love. There's our robot down there. I like the art on this. The reason I got it is the Stefano Cartacelli artwork. Last issue, these mobsters tried to beat up the robot. And don't try to beat up a robot. It's a robot. And it's just fun stuff. Like I said, I like it. I like the artwork a lot. The story is kind of basic. Robot trying to find love. He's a robot cab driver in a future that doesn't like robots very much. Then what do we have here? Ice Cream Man, Decompression in a Wreck Part 2. Whoa, I wasn't expecting a Part 2 on this. Last issue, the whole decompression in a wreck was this. I guess this is the other side. This is a whole entire family died in a car wreck when they went head on with this truck, I guess. And there was like a mother, a father, 2 kids, a son and a daughter, and like all of their lives flashed before their eyes. Everything, all questions they had of what should they have done this, should they have done this, should they have done that. All, like, as you can see, slow motion, all during the 24 pages or whatever, is a slow motion wreck was happening. They're going from person to person. Well done. I'm interested now that we got a second part to that same story. This time of the people who hit them. Then we've got Beyond Real, issue number 5. Who's doing this one? Writer Zach Kaplan and a lot of artists: Fabiano Mascola, Jorge Corona, Luana Vecchio, and Liana Kangas. And a whole bunch of colorists, too, down there, too. Look at that. This one's been having different styles. It's sort of matrixy. In the first issue, this woman got in a car wreck and found out she lives in a... I see. We're getting all different styles of reality. She lived in a matrix. It was all a made-up world, and she got outside it, and now is trying to... Her boyfriend died in the car wreck, and she's trying to figure out who runs this place so she can get her boyfriend back. And the artwork has been terrific. Lots of different visualizations of this matrix-like place. And I see in this issue, that's probably why they have so many artists. They have lots of different artists doing different styles. So once again, I have no idea how many issues this is supposed to be. Just says number 5. We'll have to see. Gotta imagine it's gonna be 5 or 6. Let's see if there's a to be continued. The end. Nope, this is the last issue. I saw the end. Then we've got, what is this, issue 3 of Whisper Queen? A Black Sand tale. There's not a lot of Black Sand tales, so there's only like 6 comics that are Black Sand tales, so I don't really know what that means. Except it's an elf story. There's the elf looking for her daughter kind of thing. I'd call it a quest, but it's not really a quest. It's more like, she's looking for her and there's bad things happening around her. It's been fun. Who's doing this one? Chip Zdarsky is writing it. Chris Anka and as the artist, and Matt Wilson. Is he the colorist or the letterer? Line art, Chris Anka, Matt Wilson, color art. Lettering art, Hassan Atsmain Elhau. So this one's been fun. Been enjoying that for 2 issues. Then we got the final issue of Monolith, just a quick 3-issue mini from the Spawn universe. There's this little tag up there, and it's just about, I think it's the story of like where Omega Spawn comes from, who was like a big villain in he dragged this other Spawn with him from this other universe. I can't keep track of everything in Spawn, but it's been a fun series. Who's doing this one? Script and plot, Sean Lewis. Todd McFarlane additional script. Valerio Giangiordano is the art. Ulysses Areola is the colorist. And Andworld Design is the lettering. It's been a fun 3 issues. Still only $2.99. I think it's at, where is it yet? So it's $2.99 series, so I picked that up. And here's a little something extra I got this week. What is this? This is X-Men #1, but I wanted it because it's the Scott Koblish. My LCS owner's trying to track it down for me. I missed the first issue. I think it was like X-Men 75 or something. I can't remember what. But there's 3 of these that go together. I pre-ordered the 3rd one, but I missed out on that first one. So this has got like 600 X-Men figures in the 3 wraparound / 6 covers. So I kind of wanted them all. Just for the heck of it, I like these. I know Scott used to work with him at Marvel. I like these covers he does. So I figured I'd pick it up. Not cheap either. $6 first issue. I don't know who does. It's like I don't even care about the X-Men #1. Who is it? Jed McKay, Ryan Stegman, J.P. Mayer, and Marte Garcia is the colorist. Clayton Cowles is the letterer. But I got it for the cover, not for the interior. And the last thing of the week is Aint No Grave, Scotty Young, Jorge Corona, Jean-Francois Bellew, and Nate Picos. This is the Old West story about this woman so tough she's dying, but she went to this town to take on death, to make sure death didn't kill her kid or something. I can't remember that. I like the art. The story hasn't been that terrific. I much prefer these two. The reason I put here's the series I liked from them. The Me You Love in the Dark. This one isn't quite as good as the Me You Love in the Dark, but it's still okay. Let me show you a little bit of my work back here. What do I got to show you this week? I'll show you Dreams of Things and a Psychedelic Dreamer. Here is a continuation of my double heads. Dreams of Things 238. This strange, and I figured out why that. I think the last one I showed you a couple weeks ago I didn't think was very dreamlike. I think it was too inside. It's like it wasn't out in the, for some reason dreams to me are out in the open, which I like. This one's a little more in the open. At least there's not a room. The other one had a room. I think that was it. Kind of like she's got some football black under her eyes, or he. That one. I like the way that one came out. I like it. This one is marker. And this is the series I just started doing with Color Ink. Here's Psychedelic. I showed you number 4 last week. I used to do these with whatever numbers. With Dreams of Things, I started doing them in order. So now I'm going to kind of put these ones in order. Started with 5, Then I had 4 already, I think, and I did 3. Now I'm going. But you can see this one is all strokes of color with color ink, rather than being filled in with marker. So it's sort of a different technique. Also bends the paper more. A different technique I've been working on for these psychedelic dreamer covers, just to give myself something different to do. So now I got the colored ink and the colored marker ones going on. All right, some comics, some artwork, and you guys have a good week out there.